Starting off with Daniel Jones, Jake, I know he's not the biggest storyline after this game because there's so many other things to talk about. But, Daniel Jones finally had his comeback to earth type of game for the Colts. And it wasn't a bad game by any means for him. He went 24 of 33, completed 72% of his passes for 262 yards at 7.9 yards per attempt, which is still pretty solid. A touchdown, 2 picks, took 2 sacks in this game. So it definitely was a big step down from what he had done in previous weeks, but I still don't think it was like an atrocious game that we saw from him. It might have even been a little bit better than some of the stats would say here. But what were your thoughts on Jones watching live on Sunday and then maybe on rewatch as well?
Yeah, if you can, I think you can really live with your worst game of the season so far being over 70% completions and your YPA being 7.9. That's his worst YPA of the year so far. The first time he hasn't been over 9. And also the first time he hasn't had a 100 quarterback rating. But yeah, I mean, we anticipated there would be lower games on the schedule, but I didn't even really feel like this was a bad game from Daniel.